This week, we'll start off the Salem Community Staff Spotlight with one of Salem's own 2015 grad and current biology teacher, Miss Singleton. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Thanks for having me.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Singleton.
Well, I grew up here in Washington County. I was raised on a farm, so I did all the farm life stuff. So I showed cows and pigs growing up. I was a 10-year 4-H member. And then I also played sports. I played, ever since I was a kid, I played softball. I did swimming, I did track, and I did gymnastics.
Awesome. Did you go to college?
I did. First I went to IUPUI, and then I came back down here after my first year at IUPUI and came to IUS. I was undecided for a while. First I was going for pre-dental hygiene, and then I decided whenever I was a junior in college that I wanted to do biology. So that's when I transitioned and started majoring in biology, and that's what I got my degree in.
Great. Who was your favorite teacher in school and why?
My favorite teacher in all the grades was Miss Snelling. She was my 5th grade teacher, and this was just because she's a really nice, fun, and understanding person, and our crazy personalities just kind of attract to one another, and so to this day I consider her a really good friend of mine.
Who is, your role models?
My main role models would definitely be my parents. They're the ones who taught me hard work, and so I definitely strive to work as hard as them every day.
So, we know that you are from Salem, so give us a glimpse of what brought you back to Salem High School to teach.
Well, 2 years ago, I was teaching in the ER at Baptist Floyd in New Albany, and things were getting a little hectic there. Short staff in healthcare, it was happening. COVID, actually right before I left, was starting to rise again, and that was the summer of 2021. And so then someone came to me and told me that there was a biology teacher opening at the high school, and I thought that would be exciting because I've always wanted to do something with my degree, especially teaching biology, because obviously I love it. So that's why I came here to teach.
And what grades do you teach?
I only teach freshmen mainly. If there's a sophomore who hasn't taken it or didn't maybe pass first semester, I'll teach a dabble of the sophomore.
What's the worst and best things about being a teacher?
The worst thing I would say is the grading papers. It's my arch nemesis. And then kind of doing work outside of work, taking that stuff home kind of stinks a little bit. But the best thing for me with teaching is creating relationships with all of my students. All of them are all unique in their own way, and they definitely make life interesting for me.
Yes. And what are some traditions or superstitions that you have on the first day of school? Or what is your routine for getting ready for the first day of school?
I don't really have a special feng shui type of routine. I'm a very last minute type of person, so I kind of just wing it a little bit. The only routine I would say I get into is trying to regulate my sleep schedule, because I'm a night owl, and I would stay up till 3 a.m. every night if I could. So that's the only routine I try to get myself back into.
That's a good routine to do.
Yeah.
And how do you keep things fresh?
Like in the classroom?
Yes.
Well, I normally I like to keep my same activities. I like to keep the students in a routine. So normally I try to, mix things up a little bit just to keep them on their toes.
Have you ever thought of becoming a college professor? Why or why not?
Probably not. I think being a professor would take a lot of my free time away, and so I enjoy having my free time, and
Yes.
it would definitely take it away. So I don't see that being anywhere in my future.
What would the students be surprised to find out about you? I'll be surprised.
I am actually the biggest daredevil. If you ask me to go bungee jumping with you, I'll go right now. I love to do
Really?
that kind of stuff. I'm not afraid of heights or anything, so that type of stuff is fun for me.
If money wasn't an issue, where would you vacation at and why?
My number one place I've always wanted to go is Alaska. I've always wanted to go see the Northern Lights, so I'd have to go in there in the winter. And then another place, probably traveling Europe. But I'm actually going to Aruba this summer, so that's checking off my bucket list there. Yeah.
And anything else you would like to add?
No, I don't think so.
Again, thank you, Miss Singleton, for sitting down with me in Lion Nation. I really enjoyed finding out more about you. This has been Finn Kreitzer with SLNN and The Salem Show.